We are with head volleyball coach Mary Whitehead. His team was in action earlier this week and plays 2 matches on Saturday at William Woods. And coach, your team coming off an absolutely heartbreaking loss on Tuesday. Down 2-0. You rally back to force a 5th set. Then we're a point away from getting it and wind up dropping it in a heartbreaking fashion. And as you look forward and try to get better, because there's a lot of volleyball still to be left to play, what do you tell your team after that game to try to get them focused on now the job ahead? Because, again, there's a lot of volleyball left.
I said it's the toughest job as a coach, to go into a locker room after that situation and have any clue what to say, because they're as frustrated as you are. There's just not a lot you can say, but we just took it to, that put us in a situation where we're going to fight for everything we get from this point on in season. When you're ranked, you have a possibility of getting a bid, but now I think that possibility's probably escaped us. So, the whole speech was get focused, because we need to be 6-0 or 5-0, whatever's left, 5, I guess, and we need to win them. We need to win every one, go into postseason, put ourselves in a good position in postseason, and just play with every ounce of our being, because we're going to have to fight and scratch and claw to get into the national tournament.
As disappointing as it was, and maybe a little bit surprising, it's not a huge shock when you look at the conference this year. There's been more parity in our league in volleyball probably than in any year in memory.
No question. And, it's unbelievable that any given night, any team can come in here and beat you. And you're going to have to play hard to win every single night. And, we've stressed that to the girls, and especially for us, we've kind of had an X on our back all season, being the ranked team in conference. And everybody wants to be the team to beat the ranked team. And Mo Valley got one from us on Tuesday. Again, tough loss, but you can't hang your head. You got to keep playing, and our conference schedule doesn't get any easier with Baker and Culver coming up. So we don't have time to dwell on that. We got to keep playing and, again, put ourselves in a good position for postseason.
The competitiveness in the conference was on display Tuesday, not just on this floor a couple of nights ago, but league-wide. There were a lot of surprises.
For sure, it's added a little salt to the wound when you get done with your game and find out the team you've been chasing all season lost, and instead of being tied for first, you're still in second. That was definitely hard to swallow, but again, you're exactly right. It just shows how good this conference is from top to bottom, and you got to come ready to play. There are no gimmies, there's no automatics, and you got to be ready to play a game each and every night and be prepared to play that specific team.
You're referencing Mid-America Nazarene, who lost at Graceland. It was their first conference loss in a couple of years. They had a really long, like a 27-game winning streak in the regular season, the conference that came to an end. The positive part of that is you're still a game back as opposed to 2 games behind with 2 to play, so there's a little bit of that. But you also say now that every game is critical, and you got 2 of them on Saturday at William Woods.
Yep, and play William Woods and then Friends right behind that. And again, at this point, it's morale. I'm not sure if we'll get to stay in the rankings after a loss to an unranked team. I'm not sure where we'll be. We'll surely still be getting votes and be right on the edge of that. But again, we've got to keep ourselves in that position. And honestly, you just want the momentum of wins going into postseason. So we've got to get back on track, build our confidence back up, and get where we need to be as a team, mentally and physically on the floor. So every game is big from this point forward, and we've got to find ourselves again and find that 15th ranked team again, and make sure that we're taking care of things on our side of the court.
It's head coach Mary Whitehead, whose team plays twice on Saturday at William Woods, then 2 conference matches to go after that. For evangelathletics.com, I'm Ed Beach.